Sudhana, having served past Buddhas and planted roots of goodness, imbued with great zeal and devotion, intent on following spiritual benefactors, impeccable in word, thought, and deed, engaged in clarification of the path of enlightening beings, heading for omniscience, having become a vessel of the Buddha's teaching, his course of mind purified, had achieved an unhindered, unattached determination for enlightenment. At that point, Manjushri, having regarded Sudhana, greeted him in a friendly manner and expounded the teaching to him, dealing with all elements of Buddhahood, the cultivation and attainment of all elements of Buddhahood, the infinity of all Buddhas, the successive appearance of all Buddhas in the world, the purification of the congregations surrounding all Buddhas, the achievement of the reality body of all Buddhas, the magnificent arrays of wisdom and eloquence of all Buddhas, the purification of the array of spheres of light of all Buddhas, and the equality of all Buddhas. Then Manjushri, having edified, inspired, sharpened, and delighted Sudhana and the great crowd of people with his talk on the teaching, having caused them to set their minds on perfect enlightenment and made them remember their past roots of goodness, stopped his teaching there, given as it was to the people in accord with their mentalities, and left. Then Sudhana, having heard from Manjushri of such magnificence of the qualities of Buddha, with the quest for supreme perfect enlightenment uppermost in his mind, uttered these verses as he watched Manjushri going. By your power, great sage, I am set on enlightenment for the good of all beings. Resolved on this with an endless vista, hear what is on my mind. Moats filled with the water of delight, with high walls of conceit and pride, its doors the conditions of all beings. That is how the great city of existence is. Shrouded in the great darkness of ignorance, burnt by the fire of lust and hate, ever under the sway of the Lord of Demons, the abode of the unenlightened. Completely bound by the ropes and chains of craving, made desolate by the wastelands of deceit, blinded by doubt and confusion, standing on the ground of falsehood, bound up in envy and jealousy, becoming ghosts, animals, and fiends, oppressed by birth, sickness, age, and death, they wander lost in the wheel of transmigration. May the pure orb of your compassion for them, a sun radiating the light of knowledge, risen to evaporate the sea of afflictions, shine on me like the sun. Orb full of the power of love, radiating moonbeams of virtue, grant happiness. You give light like the full moon appearing in the abodes of all beings. Endowed with all virtues and powers, your mind is in the sky of the reality realm. Instruct me, O King, with the jewel of the wheel of the teaching, boldly advancing, resolute, on the vehicle of enlightenment, having developed great virtue and knowledge. O caravan leader, arising to the benefit of beings, protect me. Girt with the armor of forbearance, strength, and firmness, wielding the sword of knowledge in the hand of compassion, facing the bands of demon in battle, lead me to safety, O hero. Dwelling on the peak of the polar mountains of truth, surrounded by the archangels of concentration, destroyer of the titans of affliction, look upon me, O mighty one. In the city of existences, the abode of the unaware, your guidance out of afflictive actions is definitive. Amid the confusion of the cycle of transmigration on the ground of cause, as a lamp, reveal to me the way. Turning away from the paths of woe, purifying the paths of bliss, transcender of all worldly states, lead me to the door of liberation. I am stuck to the notions of permanence, self, and pleasure, blocked by falsehood and grasping. With the sharp eye of truth, knowledge, and power, quickly open the door of liberation for me. knower of the paths of truth and falsehood, fearless in the very knowledge of the way, certain of the guidance of all paths, show me the way to enlightenment. Tree of right insight, standing firm on the ground, nourished by the water of the virtues of all Buddhas, showing flowers of virtues of Buddha teaching, show me the way to enlightenment. O teacher of the way, show me the Buddhas of the past, future, and present, makers of light, best of beings, gone to bliss. Familiar with the various mechanics of action, expert in the mechanics of the vehicle of religion, sure of the various vehicles of knowledge, show me the vehicle of enlightenment. Put me on the vehicle of enlightenment, driven by faith, studded with the jewels of virtue, a globe with wheels of prayer and vows, steeled by forbearance, resting on the axle of compassion. Orb of all memory, purified with a roof of kindness, well adorned, and a beautiful bell garland of analytical powers, put me in this supreme vehicle.